To create this tank top, you're going to need an inkjet printer, a heat press or an iron, Craftables red foil HTV, and also their inkjet printable for dark, a teflon sheet, and a tank top. Now let's get started. I'm going to show you guys how to slice an image into text. This shirt is going to be Pennywise themed, so I already have the image that I found online that I would like to use on my screen. And now we need to get a bold font for the text. And the font that I prefer using when I'm going to create shirts like this is Impact. So let's go ahead and select that. Now the shirt will say, "We all float." I'm going to center it, and I also want to decrease the space in between the words. Let's hide this for now. Okay, and I also want to make the letters closer together. You have to for this to work. Okay, now I'm going to ungroup it just to move the first two words closer together. Let's group that so that it's easier to move them. You want to move them as close as possible without messing up what you want it to say. You still want it to be legible. So I'm going to attach these now because I like the spacing. I'm going to move the A and T a little bit closer. The closer the letters are together, the more visible the image will be. Okay, and now to ensure it's centered, we will center it, and I think I want to move it just a little. Okay, perfect. Now let's weld it together and make it bigger. Now let's bring Pennywise back on the screen. Okay, so let's make this bigger. I'm thinking I like that spacing. I want to try to get as much of his face in this as possible. Okay, I think I like that. So now that you have your words and your image on the screen, you're going to select all, and then we're going to use our slice tool down here. We're going to remove the excess, and we're going to remove our font, and we have him now in the lettering. And I also want to add the words down here. And we're going to use the font that you saw on my screen prior. I believe it's called Bloodlust. It looks like dripping blood. Okay, perfect. Let's make it the color we want. I like that. And let's enlarge it. And I also want to make it taller like that so that it really looks like it's dripping. And this is basically what it's going to look like on our shirt. So now let's save. And let's make it. Okay, now we are going to print. Craftables Printable HTV has grid lines on one side and is plain on the other. We are going to load it into our printer with the grid facing up. I believe you do that for all printers. Mine isn't anything special, just a Canon inkjet printer. We're going to leave the bleed on. You do not mirror this because it's for dark, and you hit print. And there it is. Now we're ready to load it into our Cricut to cut it. Okay, I've already cut both pieces of HTV and have weeded all the excess off. Now what you're going to do is carefully peel up each letter so that it is removed from the backing. Make sure there's no paper at all attached to the letters, and then you are going to place them individually onto the shirt. This is a little time consuming, but everyone loves these designs, so it's totally worth it. You're going to want to make sure that it is spaced evenly as well as aligned evenly so that the image is visible. Okay, I have mine ready to be pressed now. And with the printable HTV, you press it at 320 degrees for 25 seconds with a Teflon sheet. My heat press is preheated and I'm ready to press. Okay, the directions state that you should wait 1 minute before you peel it. So that's what I am doing. And you want to carefully remove the Teflon sheet. Each time you get vinyl from Craftables, an instruction sheet is enclosed in your package, and I highly recommend following the directions. With the red foil HTV, the heat setting is different, so I needed to lower my heat from 320 to 305. And I'm also going to use a Teflon sheet to cover the printable HTV because I do not want that to burn or get ruined. And on the directions for the red foil, you press it for 25 seconds at 305. And I waited also another minute before I started to peel it. You want to be careful. I love the shine the foil HTV has. It's so pretty. I think it makes this shirt pop. And we are all done, you guys.